Hello everyone, my name is Kunal Gupta and I welcome you all to PW Gulf. चाय पी लो कहीं से, स्वाद मिलेगा यहीं से. So a big update coming from the Central Board of Secondary Education. So this update is for all the students who are preparing for their board exams. Right, definitely it is going to impact you. So make sure you watch out the complete video of this particular update. Right, so this update is related to the board exams, right? And I remember at our time there used to be a very hype of board exams, and I used to sit in the balcony sharp at 8 a.m. to prepare for the board exams and get up at 5 p.m. In between there used to be breaks, and so was the schedule of other students as well. Right, so quite a hype was there about the board exams. You know that marks are quite important, right? So that is also I'm going to tell in this particular video why board exams are important. So make sure you watch out the complete video. Now, before I discuss the notification, first of all let's understand why the board exams, the marks are important for us, right? So those marks are being used by the employer if you are going to seek employment further after your graduation, and as well as for the college you are seeking admission into, right? So those marks are important for the admission into colleges, maybe in undergrads or postgrads, right? And as well as for the employer, maybe someday you would be doing job, right? So you would be requiring to show your marks of board exams as well as graduation also, right? So it is important in that perspective as well, right? So the update is very simple. They had said that earlier we used to give distinctions, calculate, aggregate marks, right? There used to be an average, or you can say the aggregate at the end of the mark sheet that I'm going to show you right now also. But from now onwards there won't be any aggregate, right? So basically the CBSE was receiving very many requests for the criteria of calculating the percentage, right? So that's why they had released this notification. Though I believe it could be more detailed, right? Ensuring the motto behind this particular this notice, right? Now, first of all, it is saying that there won't be overall division, distinction or aggregate marks. Right? So earlier we used to score marks in physics. For example, physics you scored 93, chemistry 95, maths 95, right? And English 94. Then an additional subject, right? So then at the end there used to be an aggregate percentage, right? Or aggregate marks, that average marks of this is 94.25, right? Or aggregate is 94.25 percentage in terms of percentage. From now onwards there won't be any aggregate marks. And just for your information, last year also CBSE didn't release any merit list. That they used to do it earlier, right? That this is the topper, this is the merit list of the board exam students, right? So this time they won't be releasing this also. I will be telling you the motto behind this. Basically this is all of these things, all of these notifications are or updates are being done under the National Education Policy 2020, right? Now, as you can see, if there are more than 5 subjects, let us suppose there are 7 subjects that a student has attempted in his or her board exams, right? Now, and he or she wants to take admission into college or any particular institution, then the decision is up to that college only, that which 5 best of the 5 subjects they need to choose, right? Or all the 7 subjects they need to choose. So the decision is left on the institution or the employer, right? Maybe for seeking job, he or she would be requiring that aggregate percentage. So CBSE has pulled out from giving the aggregated marks. It's upon the institution only, right? Now this is a sample mark sheet in front of you, right? As you can see in this mark sheet, the aggregate marks are shown in front of you, right? Or aggregate CGPA, I should say. At our time there used to be CGPA, right? So it's an old mark sheet, right, where the CGPA of individual subjects are mentioned, and if there is some additional subject, so it is written additional subject. This is the part 1 of the mark sheet, and there is this aggregate CGPA and a grade as well, A2, right? Then part 2 includes the extracurricular, you can say, right? So that school used to award. So this is a sample mark sheet that at our time used to happen. Now there won't be any aggregate at all as per the new notification, fine. Now let us before coming to thank you, let us understand first What are the advantages or disadvantages of this particular decision as per the experts, right? So first of all, of course, it is going to reduce the pressure on students, right? As per the NEP 2020, what aims at, right? And definitely it is going to impact lot many schools as well as students, right? In 12th board exams, previously 16 lakh students appeared, right? And in 10 board exams, 20 lakh students appeared, right? So it is definitely going to impact lakhs of students, this particular decision, right? So this aims at reducing the burden on students, first of all, right? Second aim of this particular decision is that it will somewhere help the students to get less of the marks oriented, more of the knowledge oriented as per the CBSE, right? And there won't be any sort of competition or rat race, right? Where students are running after that merit list, right? As per few experts. On the other hand, experts say that what would be the performance parameter then, right? If we are not giving the ranks, or we are not giving the merit list, or we are not giving the aggregate, then what the next step basically, fine, you are given the marks, the next step, the performance parameters. Then if there won't be any performance performance parameter, it won't be any, there won't be any, you can say, ballpark figure or a benchmark for the students, right? Or a motivation for the students to work hard for the board exams, right? So this is these are the advantages or the disadvantages, pros and cons. Ultimately, we will get to know what happens, what are the implications of this particular policy as it is rolled out, and after we receive the feedback from the students. Quickly let us know in the comment section if any of the updates you want us to create a video on, right? Any notification or CBSE syllabus or subject exam pattern, we will definitely work out on that. And thank you very much for choosing PW Gulf.